extra in terms of overall farm, but the lanes being lost doesn't feel like it's overall worth it. With that said, mid lane is currently going a little bit better. Dendi getting the help from the Rubik has helped harass MidOne down fairly low here. So
all right, Pajkatt picked up a haste rune. Death to Die. Oh man, I like that pickup, man. They're just like, nah, screw Pi. Screw his shenanigans in the jungle. He's messing everything up. He's being a constant threat to GeneRaL. Let's use this haste rune to kick him the hell out.
Did he TP in with the haste rune, like from top, or was he just already rotating bottom?
He TP'd in. He TP'd into the shrine.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's a useful play. I think they were planning on...
For the Navi roster, Pajkatt maybe gone on here. Stunned up. MP is going to be able to get close enough. Telekinesis actually pushes them back. They now have a stun. They're going to try and finish on Die. Now, Pajkatt is probably giving up his life for this one, but at least they do get the kill. Now the Orban from the KheZu will stop Biver's TP out with the coil. They make that a 2-for-1.
All right. I mean, Pajkatt making sure he gets the kill before he goes down, and the puck TP and only secures a Rubik.
And see if he can make the right kind of initiates to turn this thing. Now, MidOne, oh man, he was kind of low mana, but then he got a pretty decent Mystic Snake, and now they're going to make their initiation onto multiple heroes, try and blow up MidOne before he gets off the mana shield, and they do get him. Now a second one, Die also goes down. Puppey got to receive the shot from GeneRaL here. KheZu comes in and does manage to get a turnaround kill. MP and KheZu dueling up here against 3 RMN, misses out on the crush. Made a smoke rotation in. They got a successful scan, but what they don't expect is Navi are so grouped up here, may still win it anyway. The enrage goes off from Pajkatt, but he's kind of stuck inside the trees with a bug on top of him too. Now coiled up. All of that is going to be used to bring little Pajkatt down. So they do manage to get that one. MidOne is going to be the target of a rotation of GeneRaL once again. So even though Navi are hitting these, they're beginning to hit some of these timings for the mid game, they're still losing these towers just by simple small rotations. Nice initiation from GeneRaL. A 2-man call leading to the Sonic Wave. MidOne will survive through it initially, but doesn't have enough mana for the Stone Gaze, so he can't actually repel Navi. Navi get the opportunity to just run over whatever heroes they can. They've already picked up 2 bolt cores from Secret. Now they're looking for support as well. Puppey is dusted up. They're going to be able to get the Corrosive Haze and the call, so Puppey doesn't have a chance for a time lapse there. 3 down on the side of Secret. Another big turnaround here from Navi. The execution just seemed...
The Venge and the Medusa there in that blink call was crucial. Perhaps a bit of a misplay by Secret by positioning them such that could happen, but still fantastic from GeneRaL. He will go down to mid lane though. Not so fantastic. We cursed him a little bit there, but yeah. All in all, like Navi, these team fights are exactly what they need.
Split apart and all their lanes were good, but now they're very rapidly going to see on Die here that with all these blink daggers coming in, Secret don't really stand a chance that they split apart. They're going to have to group up more, and that's just going to mean I think Vengeful Spirit's farm is going to slow down quite a bit because Dusa is probably going to be the primary farmer.
I mean, Venge was top of the net worth by a good 1,000 gold at one point, but that is quickly ceased to be the case here as Navi going the aggressive with a smoke and...
Get a little bit more here. Attempted crush. KheZu's phase shift is level 2, so lasted just long enough, but he doesn't manage to get away from that intense physical damage thanks to Corrosive Haze.
Yeah, this is Navi just picking them off one by one, and this is...
Each other. RMN will zip away with his sprint, but seeing 2 bottom, they're going to try and put pressure on mid now with their 3 heroes. But here comes the TP rotations. Silence. Do have to be a little bit careful here. There is an opportunity for an instant stun if they get a coil and swamp at the same time. Pajkatt could be in a bad position, but GeneRaL's there with the recourse. They managed to get a call onto MP, but he's too tanky. Now MidOne right in the middle of all of this with the Stone Gaze. Pajkatt has to turn and fight, but there goes that Aegis, and there goes GeneRaL too. The initiator's down. RMN's pushed away. That's going to be another form of initiation that's going to be missing for Navi. Fortunately, they do manage to get the Ursa out with a quick blink after the Aegis revive, but it's still a nasty engagement. They really image out of their initiation. GeneRaL's trying to finish up a blade mail, but it's going to be swapped back here. Secret, well, but KheZu kind of blinks a little bit too far forward. GeneRaL does manage to get off the call, survives for a while, but will still end up going down. No extra disables needed. More TP's out. Pivers should be able to make it. Gets caught by the... Oh, coil just half second late there. KheZu decently fast on the reactions from the bug catch, but not good enough.
Yeah, not themselves on Ursa. Like, you've got this Desolator build, you're very squishy. Your impact in a fight is very volatile. Like, the difference between doing 0 damage in a fight or doing the most damage in a fight can just be one one stun or having an extra life. So getting Pajkatt in Aegis becomes a high priority for Na'Vi, but it's more about the how, not the if you can get it.
MP's in an awkward position here. He may be caught by these shrine rotations. Pajkatt's not going to turn around, though. He just keeps on marching forward. Goes for Pylai Die because RMN's in the back lines. They do also catch MP. With that Blade Mail, it's going to do a decent amount of damage. They've caught Pylai Die, but the Stone Case is turning them away from MP, who managed to get the swap back. Biver, a free pick off there. Pajkatt still trying to lay waste to the back lines there, but is going to be coiled up and now kited around. He will end up going down here to MidOne as they turn. RMN also being caught, and Dendi having very little impact in that team.
Fortunately, not be so lucky.
Blink is going to result in nothing. RMN gets his smoke pop. Now going to be swapped back by MP straight into a stun. Puppey activates the shrine, thinking, if the fight's coming to me, I'll need a little bit of extra HP and mana to work with. And now Na'Vi with that smoke, thinking they were trying to challenge Roche.
Potentially taken by Secret. They've got minus armor from Venge as well as Weaver. Plenty of damage output to kill it if they want to.
Pajkatt's all in. You got that tier 2, I guess.
Now.
He is going to die for his sins. Well, maybe Na'Vi can get another tower off of that. They forced a lot of rotations. In fact.
And Medusa's already back now.
Yeah, so now Medusa TPing onto the shrine. Secret will begin their turn. They're going to get some combo stuns here onto Pajkatt. RMN's going to interrupt that one. Does manage to get a decent crush, but now caught in a two-man coil. KheZu makes sure that two of them will end up going down. Biver also going to be caught next to RMN, so both of us going to come in with his Shadow Blade, try to go for the back lines here with the Shadow Blade and the Blink Dagger, but they do have the counter vision. He managed to blink away from that one, but now swap back in. His initiation going to be total futile now as he gets right-clicked apart. RMN also going to be caught here. Nice activation of the shrine by Biver, while Pajkatt goes for some of the side heroes, but can't finish any of them off. There's too many force staffs, too many swaps, too many problems for him to lock down these very... All of Secret is sitting behind him, waiting to go. Another time-lapse activated by Puppey on a MidOne, healing off a small bit of damage.
16-second cooldown. Like, yeah, just to give him like an extra 300 mana. Puppey time lapses. They lose KheZu though.
That's something. Dendi's gonna keep on moving forward here. They kind of ignore Dendi. Just go ahead and keep on right-clicking down Pajkatt. MP make sure he continues to kite that hero. Puppey, he gets taken apart there with the enrage activated by Pajkatt. He does the extra damage necessary. Sonic Wave hits a little bit there. Does manage to finish off MP. Pajkatt desperately needs to get away though. It does have a Blink Dagger up. He's good. Now they're turning around. They can actually pursue this one out, especially with RMN. They're going to be able to catch Pylai Die here. MidOne is going to turn and fight as best he can, but I'm not sure if MidOne can, though. He is going to be able to pick up one and is going to be brought down. The problem is on his second life, he's not going to be receiving any help. Na'Vi are actually going to buy back on RMN just to make sure that MidOne can't actually escape. They're going to get the Corrosive Haze, and Pajkatt's just waiting and waiting and waiting until he can make his initiation. General almost dies here, but the Shadow Blade activated. Now the Enrage with the damage coming in. MidOne pops the Manta. Maybe he can still pick up a couple more kills here. General gets the call. He gets one. He was so close to picking up 2 or 3 more. He almost 1v4'd the rest of Na'Vi.
That was exciting to watch. I'm watching this like, is he actually going to 1v4? That Slider buyback, really good call from RMN. Recognize, all right, this dude...
Initiations are oftentimes the most successful. Not sure if this one's going to be, though. They're going to go on a Pylai Die first. Swap back. My MP's right in the middle of all these heroes. So is MidOne, though. He immediately goes and targets General first with all this damage. A good Sonic Wave. The backlines, Pajkatt does manage to kill Pylai Die. He now focuses on KheZu. Can't quite get him, though. Too mobile. And he's now locked in by the Dream Coil. RMN tries to come in, give him some relief. The Crush comes in a bit too late, though. 70 seconds on the clock for Pajkatt. RMN, a similar scenario here. General comes in with the Blade Mail, does manage to finish off MP, and MidOne's running out of mana. But do they have the damage to finish him off? A little bit more of a juke, and they get him. Finally, General does manage to bring him down with the Culling Blade. They're going to pursue for more now with the Shadow Blade and Blink Dagger. Puppey gets spotted out. Chikuchi stolen by Biver, but he is too quick, and it looks like KheZu is going to be able to get away from Dendi as well. Another surprising engagement. The smoke push out by Na'Vi does result in a pretty decent trade-off.
It's one of those things, if Na'Vi can keep buying time to turn around the fight in your favor. So we'll see how Secret... They're looking to siege into an Aegis. I mean, that really shows how confident they feel their position is.
Those lightning procs are kind of rough. They are going to start going on to the Queen of Pain here. Locked in, Scythe of Ice, as well as the Coil. He is going to get a helpful Force Staff there from Biver, and they activate the Shrine as well. They're receiving so much damage from MidOne and his Dusa with the Bouncing Lightning and all the Split Shot. They're all dropping low here. They need to activate another Shrine. Going to throw back another Medusa Illusion into the real one, but it doesn't save Biver's life. He's now down for 50 seconds, and Secret have a numbers advantage. General needs to even this out. He needs to find the right kind of initiation. They're going to start going on to him with Pajkatt, but Jesus, look at him. He doesn't do anything, and MidOne just rips him apart. Now RMN somehow gets caught in the stone gaze. Pajkatt comes back, but they're scottied up. They're easily going to be able to kite around this carry, and I think Navi, it's time to say goodnight for game 1. Yeah. They're down with 3 heroes, no buyback.
That douche just like walked in, fighting into an Aegis, fighting into a Cheese. That was 1v5ing with Bloodlust, with Lotus Orb. You can't touch MidOne. You've got to find a way to get the backlines. When he's got all these buffs on him, there is absolutely nothing you can do. The time lapsing behind him, and felt like Navi. I mean, the vision game and their position was such.